You're out for a late night walk and suddenly a light beams down towards you. You've been abducted by aliens. The aliens analyze you and create a clone of you. This clone isn't you, but it's a copy of you made using a blueprint. And that is exactly how classes and objects work in Python. Hi, I'm Skylar Fines, and in this module we're diving into classes and objects, one of the most important parts of object-oriented programming. A class is a blueprint. It describes how something is built and what it can do. An object is the actual thing created from that blueprint. So let's say you get abducted by an alien. The alien scans your DNA and creates a class called human as the blueprint for making clones of you. Each clone it creates is an object, an individual copy based on the same design. So let's write a Python program where we define a class human to represent you. In this example, the human class is the blueprint. It defines the structure, name, and IQ. And behaviors, introduce. To use this class, you first need to make an instance. In a variable called originalHuman, we will write the name of the class, and just like a function, we will write the parameters and add them as attributes. For name, let's say he's Bob, and for IQ, I'll give him 100. Bob is now the name of the object, originalHuman. Any instances we create from a class or a blueprint are called objects. We can let Bob introduce himself by calling the method from the class introduce. So now let's make a clone in a variable called clone1. Let's give the clone the name Jeff. We'll give this clone a higher IQ of 140. And if we get Jeff to introduce himself, it will look like this. Okay, let's make one more clone. We'll name him Grog, and we'll give him a much lower IQ of 50. If he introduces himself, it will look like this. OriginalHuman, Clone1, and Clone2 are objects, specific copies made from the human class. So why do we even bother with classes and objects? Well, there are a few reasons. Reusability. You can use the same class to create multiple objects. Modularity. Each object is independent, so changes from one won't affect others. Clarity. Grouping attributes and methods together keeps your code clean and organized. Think about the alien's cloning process. The class human is reusable. You don't need to rewrite the cloning logic for every new abductee. Each clone is its own object with its own name. You can have hundreds of clones all created from the same blueprint. We can even iterate through a list or a dictionary to create these objects lightning fast. So in this module, we learned that classes are blueprints for objects, and objects are instances created from classes. We started to touch on attributes and methods of classes and how to use them. In the next module, we'll take this story further to explore the init method and attributes. I'll see you there.